Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the starship Odin, its 5-year mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, welcome back to the essentially second half of that, of this mission. Let's go ahead and make our way into the Magnesite mine. Okay, so we are to explore the mine. That's a fairly simple objective. Don't make me hurt you. I want to talk to you first. What do you want? I'd like to enter this area. Actually, for you to get out of my way, really. But first, I'd like to enter the area. This area is restricted. Only my friends and I... What? Only people my friends and I... Okay, I was reading that wrong. And I don't like you. I'm very likable. Just ask Madron. Madron? That big-eared money grubber doesn't know the first thing about what really happens here. All he does is collect his latinum and make the miners miserable. Maybe you should tell me what's going on here. This is more than a mine, isn't it? You don't belong here, and I'm done talking with you. Leave now or suffer the consequences. It's been a pleasure wasting my time with you. Come on, get to work. There we go. Now we continue on as if nothing happened. I didn't vaporize that guy. He vaporized himself. Deal with the medic first. Then deal with these guys. Which don't seem like miners, to be completely honest with you. Medic. Yeah, these people don't seem like miners, if I do say so myself. Tells you something's going on here that shouldn't be happening. Come on. Yep, there we go. You're very slow to fire, aren't you? We'll examine the campsite in just a moment. Now we shall examine it. Now we shall examine it. Captain, there are a series of pressure plates located in this area. They're low-tech, but the Romulans may have had to resort to outdated security measures because of interference from the magnesite veins in this cavern. The problem is that the magnesite is making our tricorders almost useless. If there's anything on this moon that the Remans would want to eliminate badly enough to use Salaron weapons, it has to be here. We're going to have to figure out how to use the pressure plates to reveal whatever the Romulans are trying to hide. I suspect that we need to activate 2 of them to open the door. Well then, that's good to know. Okay, so I need to order you. Which one's the actual move? Or do I just use the rally point? Okay, I think I just used the rally point one. Aye. Okay, fine. You go on that one. I'll go on this one. Come on. Get over here. Oh. Yep. You can tell they were definitely hiding something already anyway.
I give the orders here, Commander. You are out of line.
With all due respect, sir, there's a difference between protecting the Empire from her enemies and provoking...
There is much here you do not understand, General. The The Remans need to know their place. As do you. I will not forget your insubordination, Commander. The Tal Shiar has no place for officers who cannot follow orders. I'll be in the command center.
Colonel, they were civilians. Their blood is on our hands.
Get used to it. There will be more. Speaking of which, why don't you clean out the brig before you become a resident there?
Well, there seems to be an issue with the person in command and the second in command. We should use this to our advantage, obviously. Oh, come on, get... Where the hell did you go? Quit jumping around so damn much, people. Jesus. Okay, find the commander's access code. Ready, log on Starfleet activity. Interesting. Observed from captured hollow feed in Earth space dock. Captain Sulu has appeared for transfer to the front lines of Klingon conflict. Admiral Quinn, under medical care for heart condition, intercepted Starfleet medical records indicate that the condition is fully treatable and not a suitable target for exploitation. 7th Fleet entered neutral zone as part of a routine series of exercises. Franklin Drake, heading extended operation Eta Rendi. Starfleet Command considering new tactics in conflicts with True Way. The Starfleet intelligence concerned with rise in war profiteering by independent Ferengi and Dopterians. Okie dokie. Read logs on Klingon Empire activity. Observed from hollow feeds on Kronos. I guess. I think it's Kronos. Chancellor Jim Pock facing increasing challenges from members of the High Council loyal to House Martok. Alliance between House Jim Pock and House of Duras is weak. Situation is highly exploitable. Recommended we seek agents on Kronos. Many members of discommendated House of Torg have been absorbed into House of Duras. KDF leadership, angered by High Council's mandate to work more closely with Klingon intelligence. Fekleri forces in region massing under new leadership. Milani Dion seen entering home of Drex, son of Martok. Gorn pushing for representative on High Council rejected. Interesting. Oh, hey, I didn't notice you down there. Okay, True Way activity on this one. Observed from a hollow feed on Cardassia Prime. Detapa Council petitions Federation to fund Lacarian city infrastructure projects. 47 injured in bombing at University of Kalat. True Way claims responsibility for attack. Detapa Council passes bill allowing Cardassian government to seize assets of persons convicted of terrorist activity. Councillor Mariam Okanda resigns. Starfleet sending advisors to Cardassia Prime to advise government on security issues. Councillor Ivala introduced his resolution calling for Cardassia to apply for Federation membership. Bill stalls in committee. Ministry of Trade extends agreements with Ferengi to market Cardassian-made transport vessels and phaser banks. Interesting. Oh, Borg activity. Okay, I don't know why you're bothering to observe the Borg, but whatever. Observe from captured holo recordings in the Delta Quadrant. Resistance is futile. Okay, so that's all they had to say about that. Listening post. Okay. I want to see what this other one is first. Oh, Tau Diwa activity, sure. Observed from live intelligence in Republic space. Archaeological activity indicates that a recent excavation has revealed an unexpected high-value find. Attempts to capture colonists of punitive Malrian meeting with resistance from mixed forces. Federation Starbase 234 engaging in defensive training exercises. Long-range social destabilizations of Akamarian culture underway. Tholian activity correlated with temporal anomalies near Azure Nebula. Cloaked assets monitoring construction of listening posts in Juret system. Oh, did I accidentally open that door behind me? I must have. Observed from a holofeed on Rator 3. Or Rator 3, I guess. Increased power use in Royal Palace indicates that lower levels may be in use. Senator Shemek is accepting bribes in exchange for slowing progress on trade agreements. Erogan representatives meet with Sela. A Riemann representative removed from Senate chamber. Opposition leader Titan assassinated. 3 reunification proponents arrested. Agents for Sela met with True Way leaders near Badlands. Okay, and there was something over here that... I think that thing might have... I think it read me this when I went to the other side. No, okay. Observed from holofeed and listening post to Phaestus, I guess. Janek is fighting with Akiv. Again. Akiv takes shuttle and leaves base for 2 days. Long-range sensors mark his progress in neutral zone. 6 miners held for questioning. Chief Medical Officer reports 2 cases of Levodian flu. 6 encrypted messages sent from Colonel Akiv's console to unknown recipient. Recommended that transmissions be investigated further. Okay, there we go. Now we are done. Unlock door. Access code not valid. Okie dokie. So I need to go into here to get the access code, I suppose.
I almost feel sorry for you, but I have my own neck to worry about. I'll be joining you in there soon enough. If Hakiv has his way, we all will.
Again, sounds like they're having some issues with command. Find a commander's access code. You know what, let's go and release the prisoners. Okie dokie. So we've rescued all the miners, now we beat the snot out of her. No, come on. Take her down! Oh, Jesus, that thing hurts. Oh, don't make me do that again. Oh, good, you're not going to. Oh, but I beat her, and it's like, okay, well, we can't just have you move on like you're supposed to traditionally. Now we're going to require you to deal with the Toleron mine that you kind of forgot about. But now we can deal with her. Oh, and all the miners are dead, so, yeah. Okay, Commander Janik.
Enough! I surrender. I value my life more than the Tal Shiar's secrets. I'll tell you anything you want to know. But first you must tell me why you are here and what you want.
What does the Riemann Resistance want to why does the Riemann Resistance want to destroy this base?
The Riemans know about this base? Impossible. Only the leadership of the Tal Shiar know we're here. The Empress herself couldn't find us. I don't believe you. But it makes no difference. This is not a military installation. We listen and record here, nothing more. There are many targets those Riemann scum would find much more tempting.
I'll need more than your word that this base is as harmless as you say.
Colonel Hakiv will want my blood for this, but take my security code. You can use it to access the control room. You'll find everything you're looking for there.
And I'm sure we will find that this is definitely a military base.
You have what you need. Now please, leave me alone. The Tal Shiar will not look kindly upon my betrayal. I will need to act quickly if I am to survive.
Well, I mean, if it turns out you're telling the truth, I guess we can take you with us. Sort of. I mean, I'll just throw you in our brig, but, you're a bit more likely to survive in my brig than you are here. But let's go ahead and unlock the door and shoot these guys. Take out the medic first, followed by the Centurion. Small hypo and lock boxes. No, need to deal with all of you. We can't let a single Tal Shiar survive. Okay, now we can continue on. Well, did they have any loot? Nope, okay.
How did you find this place? What else do you know? No matter. You won't be revealing anything to your superiors. It's disappointing I cannot give you a proper interrogation. But I have much to do in little time. The self-destruct sequence has begun. This base will be your tomb.
Download Tal Shiar records. The reactor is going critical. We need to get out of here, but not before we find out what is so important to Hakib that he'll destroy this base to protect it. Okay, now we escape. Run! With no time limit, so we can just take our sweet old time. We don't even have to run. We could walk if we wanted to. But for dramatic effect, we need to run. Yep. Well, yep. Nope. Don't mind me. Let's just get out of here. Oh, but first we need to get this. These Thalaron particles. The mine exploding around us can wait. Return to the surface. And confront Madrin about the Tal Shiar base. Madrin, you lied to me. You told me that it was just a bunch of thugs. Tal Shiar definitely aren't what I would consider just a bunch of thugs. Oh, profits are down 4.7%. My mine! What have you done to my mine? There was an infestation of Tal Shiar spies in there. I just fumigated. Oh, perfect. Tal Shiar? I am shocked. Like, legitimately shocked. He's probably not really shocked at all. I had no idea. I certainly wouldn't have sent you down there if, say, you didn't happen to find anything valuable down there, did you? Because if you did, remember that I have an exclusive contract. Stop with the lies, Madrin. I know you knew. I know you knew who and what was down there. And what's it to you? This is a rough area of the quadrant, you know, and they're good neighbors. If you're not easily embarrassed. Their cameras and listening devices are everywhere. I haven't had a single problem with Orions or Hirogan since they moved in, and it doesn't hurt that I acquired the odd bit of information here and there. I'm a businessman, and information is big business. Do you know anything about what they recently discovered? Unfortunately, no, I'll admit I was trying to find out, but their systems were locked down tight. I'm sure whatever it was had to be big news. Everyone was on edge. Janek and Hakeev were barely speaking, and I once heard Hakeev mumbling something about orders. Someone's been pulling his strings, but I don't know who. I do know that Tal Shiar takes security very seriously. If you manage to pull any files from their system, I can expect them to be heavily encoded, or you can expect them to be heavily encoded. Trust me on that, I speak from experience. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go talk 100 Romulans into digging a new mine to replace the one you destroyed. My profit margin for this month is ruined. Treat those miners well, Madrin, or I'll be back. Madrin doesn't seem to know much, Captain, or at least he's not willing to part with what information he knows without being paid. I don't think he can help us anymore. We should return to the ship and try our luck at decrypting the files we recovered from the Tal Shiar. I'm sure they will be more useful than anything Madrin has to say. And let's beam to our ship. And I ended up leaving behind some of those. Some gas or whatnot. But let's go visit the bridge. Now, I have no idea where the conference room is on this ship, but I will assume that since usually they're on the same deck, I think it's on the crew deck. But I could be wrong, for all I know. That's the captain's quarters, if I recall correctly, down there. That's the medical area. I don't think it's in there. I think it might be down in engineering. This looks like it's essentially the mess hall, pretty much. Yeah, this is pretty much the mess hall, but maybe they have something here. Nope. I don't see anything that would appear to indicate any degree of help. So, back to the turbo lift. And he just walked through the wall. That's not a real person. We need to do something about him. Oh, I ran past it. Hiding these turbo lifts and nooks and crannies, so it has to be engineering then. Although I guess, in theory, I probably could have just done it back on the bridge. Screw it, we're gonna go to the bridge. We're just gonna go to the little side area. Right over here. I should be able to do it in here. Library files, contact duty officer. Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh, okay, it is. Exit. I want to sit down before I do this. Well, actually, no, it's over there, isn't it? So we'll stand over here and decipher the Tal Shiar files. 5 files uploaded. Fervor communication file. Open Fervor. File Fervor. Activities of note. In Klingon space, Emperor Kales has been spotted in Breen space. Chancellor Jimpock has a potential adversary in Jarad. The House of Torg was brought before the High Council for commendation by the House of Martok. The Forecast 3 Batleth tournament has a new champion. Analyze the file structure. No anomalous data structures found in file. File is referenced by another file. Reciprocity. Okay. So cross-reference it with Starfleet records. Inaccuracy found. The House of Torg lost its seat on the Klingon High Council after evidence was revealed that House leaders collaborated with Romulans to attack the House of Martok. Change faulty information. Please specify name to change. Yeah, commendations into acts of treason. Changes made. Updates dedicated another file. Okay, open that file. Morbi Lobatus. Oh, damn, okay. Analyze file structure. File is encrypted using multiple variable passkey that references the other files uploaded: fervor, plethora, precedence, and referendum. Okay, apply. Select a new file. Open plethora. United. Okay. Federation Embassy established on Defera Prime. Federation Council extends aid to Cardassia Prime and agrees to continue Defense Pact. Klingon/Federation peace talks disrupted on Regulus 4. And Vulcan Ambassador Saketh retires to Monastery on Pajem. Analyze the file structure. Fine. Cross-reference it. Inaccuracy found. Ambassador Saketh was revealed to be an Undine infiltrator after a Starfleet vessel transported him to the monastery at Pajem. That was actually us, I believe, so we didn't mean to do that. Change the faulty information. Expose that. Open that file and apply the pass key. Open precedence. Chain of command for Tal Shiar listening post to face this. Okay. Analyze the file structure. Partial number sequence found in office ID numbers. Number is the sum of the previous two files referenced. Okay. Change faulty information. Ooh. Okay. Nope, okay. That one, okay. Changes made, updated, open this file, apply the pass key, and select reciprocity. Referendum. Notable actions in Romulan Senate. Senate votes to give Empress Sela power to override rulings of imperial courts. Ambassador Jirok visits Andoria. Reman rebels attack transports in Iota Pavonis. And Senate ratifies new tax on lithium. Analyze the file structure. Fine. Cross-reference it. And Ambassador Jirok did not visit Andoria. Ooh, what did he visit? Vulcan? Yes, okay, Vulcan. Open this and apply the passkey. So, secret Reman base detected in the Dara system. Listening post to face this has detected an increase in subspace communication and ships traveling to and from the Dara system. Analysis of the communications and ship traffic reveals patterns of obfuscation normally employed by Reman forces. Tal Shiar forces then intercepted a ship leaving the Dara system and captured 47 Reman civilians. The passengers and crew were summarily executed under orders of Colonel Akiv, but the captain and first officer were preserved for questioning. Under interrogation, the captain of the Reman vessel provided a security key that could be used to decipher encrypted communication sent to the Dara system. The decrypted messages prove that there is a base in this area of space being used by the Reman resistance. Recommendation: Tal Shiar ships should be sent to the Dara system immediately to capture this base and its inhabitants. The Tal Shiar are planning an attack on a Reman base. We need to get this information to Admiral Tanay at Starbase 39 Sierra immediately. Okie dokie. So do we leave? Yes. Leave ship interior. We need to beam to our chair. And I can just...
The Tal Shiar records you recovered show that Akiv and his forces have been targeting the Remans for months. Obasek and his followers have been driven from their homes, had their ships destroyed, and their loved ones killed or imprisoned. Some might say that Obasek's campaign against the Tal Shiar is just. However, Obasek was planning on using Thalaron weapons in the Fahar system, which would have killed hundreds of innocent civilians as well as the Tal Shiar cell there. This is the problem with revenge. Violence and fury only create more pain and suffering.
Okay. And... oh, what are we doing to help Romulan civilians like those miners?
Since the destruction of Romulus, the Federation has done all it can for the survivors and the Romulan colony worlds. Many of our aid shipments were stolen or diverted for use by the Romulan military. Others were rejected out of pride or suspicion. Nonetheless, we will not stop. It is my belief that a lasting peace with the Romulans is possible, but it will not be attained through treaties. Only by reaching out to individuals, as you did in the Vahar system, can we sweep away decades of mistrust and hostility.
Did you really have to sort of mumble the "as you did in the Vahar system" part? Kind of like you didn't really want to say that I did anything there? But nonetheless, that is going to be the end of, well, this episode for now. As always, like, favorite, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you guys next time. Until then, goodbye and farewell.